My goodness, guys, where do I start? It's currently about 2 p.m. right now on the East Coast, and the markets are not looking good. We have the Russell down 2%, the Nasdaq's down over 1%, same with the S&P as the Dow's down 0.9, and we have the VIX up almost 9%. So yeah, there's volatility out there, markets are tanking, and we have a lot to break down in this video. So if you all find value, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 17 stocks from Moomoo, linked right down below. Once you open up an account with Moomoo, you get 1 free share of stock. If you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more free shares of stock plus 2 more shares of either AI, ticker symbol AI, or BBAI. And get this, if you deposit at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks on top of all those stocks we just mentioned, totaling 17 stocks if you deposit at least $1,000. If you deposit at least $100, you're getting 7 stocks. And again, if you open up an account, you get 1 free share right off the bat. So if you want some free stocks and you want to help out the channel, use that link down below. And now let's talk about the madness that's going on today in the stock market. So again, we're down all across the board: the Russell, the Nasdaq, the Dow, the S&P, a bunch of stocks. I mean, you name it, guys, everything is in the red right now, which is it's just what's going on. And again, we're going to break it down in this video. We can see SPY is falling now to the bottom of this channel that, if you guys have been watching the channel, you know that I've been talking about this, right? On the YouTube channel, that is. We can see this is in free fall mode. We took the lows out from yesterday, the past couple of days, and now it looks like we're going down to the lows from the beginning of March, which by the looks of it, those are right around 390, 391, 392. We're pretty much a stone's throw away from that point. And by the looks of it, guys, we might even take out those lows, and who knows, maybe we start going down towards the higher 380s, maybe mid 380s. So this does not look good at all right off the bat for the bulls. And if I clear the drawing set, guys, the head and shoulders that we called out, not to toot my own horn, but I'm going to toot it anyway. Screw it, guys. Did we not call this out? I mean, we've been saying this day after day after day, which is why you must subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We've been calling this stuff out. You guys see that pretty much. It's intact, the head and shoulders, not only on SPY, but also on Triple Q. Let me pull that up and show you guys. If we zoom in a little bit, we're going to notice, boom, we got a left shoulder right there. We got the right shoulder, or the head rather. Then we have the right shoulder starting to play out. Now we're dumping past the lows from yesterday. We're at a multi-day low here on Triple Q. So the markets, guys, are not looking good at all, selling off all across the board. And did you guys see the tax increases that Biden is looking to implement? I'm not going to go over everything in this video, but one of the ones that stuck out to me was he's looking to increase the long-term capital gains tax rate on people making over $1 million a year from 20% to, I think, 39.6%. So he's looking to double the capital gains tax rate, which in my opinion is just blasphemous. That is just unbelievable. I think millionaires are taxed enough in this country. That's just my opinion. I think everybody is taxed through the roof in this country. You know, you're paying taxes on, you know, when you buy something, you pay sales tax. You pay, you know, taxes on your house. You pay income tax. You pay tax on this, tax on that. In certain states, you pay tax on your car. You pay tax on literally everything you're paying tax on. And, of course, you're paying taxes on capital gains, which, depending on how much money you make, it's between 0%, 15%, 15%, and 20%. And now he's looking to put it up to 40%. I mean, come on, guys. Not to get political here, but this is a bunch of BS in my personal opinion. I don't think 40% should be, you know, it should be part of the conversation for a long-term capital gains tax rate, because think about it. When you're investing in the stock market, right, one of the incentives to do that and doing that is if you hold stocks for over a year and you make money on those stocks, you are going to be paying a smaller, tax, a tax rate, right? Because if you hold stocks less than a year, it's whatever your, tax bracket is. That's what you're going to be paying. So you could pay up to 39 whatever percent if you're, short-term, if you hold under a year for short-term capital gains tax. But now they're looking to make essentially long-term capital gains tax pretty much the same as short-term, depending on how much money you make. And if you're making over $1 million, you're going to be paying a ton on short-term capital gains tax, right? So what's the incentive here for people that make over $1 million a year to long-term invest, right? There really is no incentive at the end of the day, or a lot of the incentive now is gone because they're going to be paying a ton of taxes if they sell out and make a profit if they hold over a year, right? So to me, guys, this is a bunch of, I mean, it's all politics at the end of the day. I don't think this actually will go through. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I think it's all politics, but at the end of the day, that's probably what is stirring up the markets today, or at least part of it. And I completely disagree with it. I'm going to say that right now. I think capital gains tax should be 15%, 20%. I'm cool with that. Anything above that, I think it shouldn't be allowed, in my opinion. And of course, I don't think it's going to go through, like I said, but I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know down below in the comments. So that is what's going on overall in the markets today. And I think I made a short on the tax thing I just mentioned, or the capital gains tax. I talked about it on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Stas Surfest. Follow me on TikTok as well, Stas Talk Stocks. I'm stirring up the pot with that, that TikTok I made. A lot of people are hating on that, but it is what it is. I don't care. I'm going to speak my mind, guys. I'm going to tell you guys how it is, at least from my perspective. So with the markets going down right now, we have Tesla also going down a good amount. It's in the mid 170s. We're breaking under $180 a share, which we've talked about before. That's a big level of support. We're breaking right through it. That's right by the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. You guys see that? And 180 was the high here from back in the beginning of February, actually more like the end of January. So the fact that Tesla is falling through this point, that's not a good sign for the bulls at all. And at this point, guys, the next main target I have on Tesla is 165 roughly. Let me actually draw this out to show you guys. Roughly $165 is where I'm looking to see if this thing could go. 163 to 165, which was the low from the end of January. So we hit in the beginning, actually late January, we were kind of bouncing between, you guys see here, 180, 165. Then we ended up running through 180, right? So now we're back under 180. So essentially the next gap to the downside is that low from the end of January. That is where this thing, in my opinion, could be going. And we'll see where it goes from that point. But at this point right now, that's where it looks like it's going. We're at an intraday low. We took the lows out from yesterday. If we pop the 5-day chart up on Tesla, bears are 100% in charge. So that's how we have to play it. That's how we have to, look at it, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. And we had some earnings this morning from JD.com, Chinese company, and from BJ's Wholesale Club, which we'll talk about in a second. So JD.com reported numbers, and their stock is cratering right now. My goodness, guys, this thing is down about 11.3%. That is a big drop right now for a company of this magnitude, of this size. And they ended up reporting not too bad earnings. They actually beat EPS 70 cents versus 50 cents estimated. They beat on revenue as well, 42.84 billion versus 42.73. So double beat there for JD. I believe their guidance was off potentially. I actually forget. Looks like they declared a 62-cent dividend. All right, is that why? Wait a second. Have they been a dividend company, a dividend stock? I don't think so. Let me actually look this up. Did they just put a dividend out? Maybe that's why it's falling. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But here on Yahoo Finance, it does not say that they have a dividend, which they'll update it probably tomorrow or the next day. So I'm assuming they didn't have a dividend before this. I don't know. But it says here, dividend initiated while revenue comes up shy. Maybe it's revenue. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Either way, JD is getting destroyed, down 11%. Looks like they just implemented that dividend. And the chart, my goodness, guys, does not look good at all. This chart does not look good at all. We were looking pretty decent a couple weeks ago, but since the beginning of this year, guys, this thing has really been turning down. It started off the year at 65. Now we're about to go under $40 a share. That is a massive drop throughout the course of the year, and who knows, man, this thing could be going even lower. And we also had BJ's Wholesale Club report, which their stock is up over 4% right now. Pretty good day for BJ's Wholesale Club. They ended up doing $1 in EPS versus the 87-cent estimate, so they beat on that. And revenue also beat $4.93 billion versus $4.8 billion estimated. So they beat EPS, they beat on revenue, and Q4 comparable club sales were up almost 10%, 9.8 to be exact year over year, and they see full year 23 revenue up in the mid to single digits. So that's pretty good. Pretty good guidance there. So you guys can see, I'll zoom in a little bit. We actually had this head and shoulders outlined on BJ's. You guys see that here. We had this outlined, I believe, a couple videos ago when we talked about it. And we completely now, looking at it, broke out of the neckline of the head and shoulders, which was right around $75. We also broke the head, which was at $76. So we're completely breaking out on BJ's Wholesale Club. And if I had to guess, this is probably going to go to 80. Keyword is probably. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but 80, 81, 82, that is where this thing could be going. So BJ's looks pretty good. Ticker symbol BJ. Watch out for that one, guys. And again, JD and Tesla and some other movers today. Man, everything is moving today, guys. We have Coinbase down. You know, the typical stocks you'd think would be down today are down. The growth stocks that had crazy runs, they're all pretty much getting clobbered today. Coinbase is down 7.3%. DraftKings is down about 5.75. That's taking a beating. CCL, which I thought was about to potentially break out a couple days ago, not doing that. It looks like we have the head and shoulders now playing out, which we actually outlined, I think, maybe yesterday or the day before. CCL starting to break down here. That's not looking good at all. We have Palantir, Alibaba, Snap, you name it, guys. Everything is getting hit. We have a clear head and shoulders here on Palantir, which we outlined. We covered that. So, again, hit that subscribe button if you haven't caught these videos, guys, because we're calling all this stuff out, right? And of course, we don't get everything right. I'm not claiming like I'm God or something that I can predict the future. That's not the case. But a lot of these, stocks, a lot of these patterns, we cover on the channel. So, again, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Snap is getting rejected clearly in the 12s right now. It's back in the 10s. My God, look at that. Just like that, boom, it's back in the 10s. So, yeah, it's a rough day out there, guys. Rocky day out there for the markets. And with that being said, I guess I'll wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know your thoughts on the long-term capital gains tax. I think it's crazy that they're looking to potentially increase it to 40% or a little bit under 40%. I think it's crazy, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, if you haven't gotten your up to 17 stocks from Moomoo yet, don't forget to do that. Those are down below. You could also get up to 12 stocks from Webull. And if you guys want to be a part of the Patreon and see me build my Patreon portfolio, be a part of the Discord, see my charts throughout the day and comments throughout the day, all of that's on Patreon, link down below, or you guys can go to stocksurfs.com/Patreon. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Peace out.